Hello and welcome. In this series, we're installing Centrify Privilege Service, customer managed, and those setups are with high availability, no standalone anymore. And if you're looking at this series for the first time, we actually have a lab that shows you how to create this setup here. Before we get started, we need to look at our planning guide, right? Make sure that we have all the components in place, right? So a lot of these components here are related to the cluster, right? So in the previous lab, if you're following, you should have already your cluster ready. But it's very important to know that you have everything at hand. So we're supposed to have our uh, certificate. We're supposed to have the Centrify bits and a console server. So let's look at my console server right here. I have DNS management, which I'll use in the first step. We have Windows Failover Cluster Manager. Um, we also have the certificates console, right? And if I look at the certificate that I have for this particular setup, which is already exported, I can verify that if I look at the subject alternative names, it's set up for the service address and the zero sign-on address as well. So at this point, and again, also I have a cluster setup and with the proper disk configuration. It's empty, it doesn't have a role. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set up our primary node and secondary nodes. Once we have everything ready, we'll get up and set up the role in Failover Cluster Manager.